gear. I want to talk to you about, we had a first weekend of playing. We played down in North Carolina. We were in the Goldsboro area and the Eastern Carolina area of the Carolinas, of North Carolina. And I had some notes from what I saw from my players. And I wanted to share these notes with you just in case you have started playing or you are about to start playing this weekend or maybe next month or whenever. I just wanted to share with you some of the things that happened my first weekend back to coaching. Thank you, Mandy. I appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. The number one thing that I saw was that majority of my team was out of shape. Majority of my team was out of shape. We played 2 6-inning games because of rain stopped us from playing on Saturday. So we only had 2 6-inning games scrimmage to play on Sunday. And one thing that I noticed, it was hot, but my team was out of shape. Majority of them was out of shape. I put a pitcher in, right? I put a pitcher in for them to pitch. They did great the first inning. Second inning, they started to fizzle a little bit. The third inning, beep, 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 beep. Arm out of shape. Body out of shape. Okay? I need for you to understand how important it is to take care of your body, to hydrate. Again, when is it the time to hydrate? Not come game day. It is too late. Don't wake up in the morning and start crushing a gallon of water thinking that you're ready for the game. That ain't happening. It's too late. Write this down. The proper time to hydrate is early in the week, building up into your game on the weekend. If you got a game on Tuesday, you need to start hydrating Thursday, Friday, the week before. Thursday, Friday, the week before for your game on Tuesday. Repeat, if your game is on the weekend, you got a tournament coming up, and your game is on the weekend, write this down. Start hydration on Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday at the latest. Start getting that water inside of you so it can be inside of your body ready to go come weekend. I'm helping somebody out. And the reason why you take your hydration serious is because when those games get long and the majority of the other girls across the field is dragging their tongues on the ground because they've been sipping Mountain Dew, they've been sipping cola, lemonades, and doing all of the wrong type of eating and drinking. So you're going to be the one that's hydrated, ready to go. You're going to be ready to compete, and everybody else is going down. You're still going up. That can be you. So I hope you took notes from that. Get your hydration so you can compete at a better level than your competition throughout the entire day, throughout the entire weekend. Next thing, not knowing your position. Write that down. Not knowing your position. That doesn't mean that you don't know it. This is just a topic that I want to cover. Not knowing your position or positions, plural. So many times in that game, when the ball was hit deep in the gap, I'm screaming out, yo, 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 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, line up 3. My team was everywhere. And I'm over here like, Lord, have mercy. My Lord, save me, Lord, save me. Save me, Lord. My team scrambling around like ants on a table trying to get sugar that unspilled. They were just scrambling. I said, guys, what are we doing? Hello, where we going? Hey, you're supposed to be here. You're supposed to be there. When that happened, you're supposed to be there. Help out your coaches. Ladies, help out your coaches. Learn your position. And if you don't know, ask. Stop telling, I'm about to preach. Stop telling people you play positions that you don't even know where to go. If there's a cut play, you don't know who you're the cutoff for. You don't know where you're supposed to be if there's a play hitting the gap for extra base hits. You don't know defensively where to be, how to line yourself up. Okay? It's more to a position than just fielding a ground ball, catching a fly ball, and throwing it to first or hitting your cutoff. It's more to that. If you want to be below average, just field it and throw it, and that's it. But if you want to be above average or be good or be great, you got to know more than just fielding it correctly and throwing it to where it needs to go. You need to know where to be before the ball is even pitched. I'm preaching. I hope you're taking notes. You need to know where to be before the ball's pitched. Where are you going? The game of softball is like this. It's like a game of chess. You need to stay 3 moves ahead of your next move. Write that down. Stay 3 moves ahead of your next move. What does that mean? You're anticipating where to go if the ball is hit to you. And then if the ball is not hit to you, you need to know where to go if you're the backup. This is some good stuff, ladies. I hope you're getting it. Something else I want to talk about, the double play depth. For my middle infielder, shortstop, second base. We got to know where the double play depth is. You can't be poolside way over there close to the third baseman in the hole when there's a runner on first and we're trying to roll 2. Girl, you ain't going to get there in time. They going to hit the ball to the second base. The second base going to turn around and throw it, have to pump fake because you're like, come on, Stacy, get there. Hurry up, Stacy, get there. And then you throw it and we don't turn because you're out of position. You need to know where to be for double play depth. It's free online. Type it in on Yahoo, type it in on Google, type it in on Bing. Double play depth. It's the same for baseball. It's the same for softball. All right? A rule of thumb. It's usually in 2 and over 2, closer to the base. That's the default. In 2 and over 2, closer to the base is the default for double play depth. But if you need to visualize where that is, Google it. They ain't charging you for it, homie. It's free. Google it. Because that right there is going to save time when it comes to turning that double play. All right? Here's something else that just popped up. Man, I'm on a roll today. I told you I get a lot of information from when I coach. And I just love to bring it here and share it with you guys today. Here's another one that I would like to share with you. So I had a player go down actually because when the tournament was moved, our starting shortstop had to go to his brother, rather went to his brother's graduation than stay for a scrimmage. So that's cool, of course. So our backup shortstop had to go over and play shortstop, right? And he always plays his position in the pinch. He always does. But the one thing that I needed him to understand, we had 2 double play opportunities where the second baseman successfully fielded it, tossed it to him, and he came up and tried to make the throw, and his head went everywhere. He tried to throw it as hard as he can. His arm was disconnected from his body. He didn't stay close, and he threw it up the line, hits the dugout twice, did that in a row. He did that twice in a row. So as he comes off the field, that inning of making that, I told him, hey, I said, Nick, come here real quick. Let me talk to you. I said, let me ask you a question real quick. Have you worked on turning double plays before? He said, yes, sir. He looked at me kind of confused, like, yes, sir. I said, okay, great. Answer this. Have you worked on it from shortstop, your secondary position? He said, no, sir, I haven't. I said, there it is. So you need to pick your head up. I know it sucks that you didn't make the outs that you wanted to, but pick your head up because you're beating yourself up over something that you have not practiced. All right? Don't beat yourself up over things you have not practiced. Your body doesn't know how to do it because you rarely practice it. I said, homie, how in the world are you supposed to do it right if you don't practice it? He was like, oh, yeah, that is right, coach. I'm like, duh. So I told him, I was like, listen, just go home and practice it. Don't just fall in love with practicing your same position, your favorite position over and over again. Write that down. Do not fall in love with practicing only your favorite position. Stop only practicing your favorite position. You got to practice all positions because your team is going to put you in position, in that position one day, and you want to succeed. You don't want to let your team down, and you let them down not because you wanted to, but you let them down because you failed to practice that position. That's good. That's some good stuff. I just saved somebody. Here's another one I want to touch on. I told my team, I said, hey, guys, we got to work on moving with the count. We got to work on moving with the count. Like moving with the count. If it's a pull count, if it's 1-0, okay, we start off even. 0-0 count, we start off even in your default position where your coach either puts you or where you always start when it's 0-0. No balls, no strikes, you start there. As soon as it goes to 1 ball, no strikes, if you don't know it, you got to take a hint. It's 1-0, so we got to take a step to the pull side. You should never be in the same spot. Write this down. You should never be in the same spot after 2 pitches. Every pitch you should move. Every pitch you should move. All right? 1-0, 1 to the right, 1 to pull side. Goes back 1-1. What do? We go back just straight up. Goes back to 1. It goes to 2-1. Oh, okay. Let's take that step back. 3-1. Let's go ahead and slide over some more because it's even more of a pull side. We got to learn how to move with the count. I hope I'm helping you right here. We're going to keep this going. And ladies, if you're on here right now, we're going to have a Q&A at the end like we always do. A Q&A on the end like we always do. So if you have any questions pertaining to what I'm talking about today, what I've talked about covered on the softball side, make sure you put that question in. Hit the question mark down there at the bottom. Down there at the bottom. And I'm going to pull those questions up for everybody to see. I got C Page in here cracking up. You know how it is, girl. We get it in. All right, the last thing I want to talk about before we bring up Q&A, the last thing is practicing the signs. The signs. Okay, make sure you practice the signs. It drives the coaches crazy. Midway through the season, not even midway through, but a quarter of the way through the season, we're in a big-time situation. He puts on the hit and run, and you miss it. He puts on the steal sign, and you miss it. The reason why you miss signs is because you don't practice the signs. And here's a good way to practice your signs. Go into your bathroom and look inside of that thing called a mirror and learn how to give the signs yourself. Put on steal. Put on hit and run. So your body can get used to it. When you do it physically, you'll know it better. You'll learn it faster. When you see yourself doing it, it's going to help you learn it faster. I just gave you a tip right there. All right? Just gave you a tip. Learn the signs. And the last one to the tip is anticipate something being on. Ray, what's good? I see Ray in the building. Bella's in here, girl. You know, Bella in here. Ray, what's good? Anticipate the signs. When you're on first, you know how you don't miss a sign? Anticipate one being on every time. Look for it to be on. When I get on first base, I look for a sign to be on. I'm looking for it. Put it on. Okay, he didn't put it on. Put it on. Okay, she didn't put it on. Okay. That's how you don't miss a sign. Is making sure you anticipate one being on.